owns the property. Yeah. So my body's not my own, and my life is not my own, and I really don't have a say-so. But you do, if you want to be in rebellion, you have a say-so. Okay. And he will actually grant you your request, which is what bothers me more than not getting an answer to prayer, is when he does grant people to go their own way. That to me is probably the scariest thing, is that Samson, he woke up, the scariest verse in the Bible is when Samson woke up and he did not know that the Spirit of God had left him. It's the scariest verse in the Bible. Because deception's one thing, but not knowing that you're deceived, not knowing that the Holy Spirit left you, that's bad. Yeah. The soul needs to be denied. And the reason why it needs to be denied is that it's supposed to serve your spirit. It's supposed to add to the experience of your spirit. So when you have an experience from your spirit and God speaks to you, the chemicals are supposed to come into your body and wrap you up like you feel loved. When God speaks to you, you're supposed to feel love and acceptance. It's a feel-good thing. That's what the soul's for. It's a biological thing and a chemical thing, as well as feelings and thoughts. Okay, it's supposed to add to the experience of your spirit. So if your soul is wrong and you're praying in the spirit, but your soul is wrong, I pray in the spirit, and I'm actually coming up against a high demonic spirit when I'm praying, and I feel terrible. I start to have feelings, and my body starts to feel like, and I feel like I need to back off, like I've done something wrong. And I used to feel that way all the time when I'd pray in tongues and I would get into this vein. There were times where I would not feel anything all of a sudden, and I would feel like, what's going on? And the Lord showed me, you just had a nose-to-nose encounter with Goliath. Wow. That ruling spirit. Yeah. He came to suck the life out of you and your prayers. So it affects my soul, and I've learned to just stay in there and say, oh, that's not going to work. Mm-hmm. Nice try, and I just keep praying and praying. And then we hit what we call a gusher. It's like drilling down, and then all of a sudden you hit oil. And then the overflow comes. But we've noticed that there's this place where I think the demonic spirits know that you're just about ready to break through and they're about to be overthrown. So they throw some kind of blanket on you or something. It feels like a wet, cold blanket. Yeah. And your soul can deceive you into feeling like you've done something wrong. This has happened. Do you know, like every time that I'm spoken to give something, and it's something like I bought things for myself that I needed, big things that I need for the house or whatever, and the Lord said, oh no, you're giving that to so-and-so. I'm like, okay. And everything's fine until they come and they drive off with it. And then you're thinking, and the feeling is, what have I done, No. And what I have done is obey God. Okay, but my soul is like, And then your spirit and your soul are opposing each other. It's not your spirit opposing you because God spoke to you to do that. Yeah. It's your soul saying, oh, now you've done it. How are you going to pay your bills this month or whatever, all these things that people go through. So the soul is supposed to be serving your spirit. And praying in the spirit, Jesus in person, when I was with him, he said that when you pray in tongues, you overthrow your soul. And it's like a wrestling move called a reversal. And so you reverse the position and you overthrow your soul and you pin it down and you make it. You believe. You tell it what to feel. You tell it what to say. You're in command of it. And the Lord said it's overthrow. So that's the spiritual exercise of praying in the spirit and building up your spirit. And you have to tell your soul, shut up, be still. You know, like David did, said, "Why are you so downcast within me?" Well, it's the real him talking to his soul. Soul, why are you downcast? He was talking to himself. So there was a part of him that was fine and wondering to know what's up with you? And it was, right?
So it's okay to talk to yourself sometimes.
Not out loud.
Okay.